Today I wanted to check in with a YouTuber that I've been following for some time because they know firsthand how to make a YouTube channel successful.
I'm Josh Strife Hayes. I make MMORPG content on YouTube.
He's being too humble here. Listen, he's made not one, but several successful YouTube channels, and that's because he's figured out how the YouTube algorithm works. YouTube is now Josh's full-time job. During my call with Josh, I actually asked him what it takes to get to 1,000 subscribers in his opinion. His answer was really smart, and we're gonna save it till the end of the video because there's a whole bunch of other stuff we need to cover first. The whole reason I wanted to talk to Josh today is because he's managed to get hundreds of thousands of subscribers now on multiple channels. So I wanted to ask him about the key factors that made that possible.
I've been a performer for most of my life. While I was training to learn to act, I also got involved in teaching, because whenever you're learning to do something, you end up teaching the people below you as well. So I was also teaching people how to act, the basics and concepts of theatre. What would happen is I would come home from a difficult day of school or a difficult day of university, and I would play video games in order to relax. I would play online games like RuneScape. I'd play offline games like the old PlayStation 1 games. And then one day at home, I thought, maybe I can combine my love for these things. Maybe I can teach people how to play video games.
And just like that, Josh did something right. Something we see over and over again during our Tuesday channel review live streams are the channels that we find who are working, who are actually doing pretty well on YouTube, all have the same kind of thing in common. They create content around like a topic that they already know a lot about and enjoy in real life. What is the word for that?
I was super passionate about teaching, and I was super passionate about entertaining, and I was super passionate about video games, and all I wanted was somewhere to store videos that I was making that allowed me to combine all of my passions.
Passion, that's the word I'm looking for. And listen, that's gonna be the first success factor for you. You could be on YouTube because you wanna get famous and make a little bit of extra money. And listen, there's no shame in that. But for Josh, like most other successful YouTube channels, it started with passion and to document what he loves to do the most. Well, here's how he put it.
What shines through in YouTube videos is passion and love. And it sounds really stupid, but it is. It's love for what you do. When I watch someone who absolutely loves the subject they are talking about and is super passionate about their entire subculture, it comes through.
One of Josh's passions is obviously gaming, but there are so many gaming channels out there. They're all out there trying to crack the code for the YouTube algorithm, but here's the second thing that set Josh apart from the rest. I didn't find out about Josh Strife Hayes because of his gaming content, although it helped. I actually found out about Josh Strife Hayes through his second channel, Josh Strife Says. Josh has managed to create a channel where, even though he is a gamer and he's playing a video game, he actually can use these videos to share topics about anything that's on his mind that he has an opinion about. And this is all made possible because he's mastered the art of entertainment on YouTube. So I asked him, I'm going to rank yourself on this scale. On one side is gamer, on the other side is actor. On that scale, where do you lean more as a content creator?
I find that I love existing in the middle of that, and I love having the chance to go to either side. So what I decided to do was use the game as a crutch to effectively push through any dead air or dead space, and then whenever I see a chat comment I want to respond to, or a moment in the game I find humorous, I can simply step away from the game and then start entertaining.
A lot of content creators, and especially I would say in the gaming space, don't quite fully appreciate the amount of effort that can go into the pre-planning process of making any video. In a good top-tier video on YouTube, nothing happens by chance. When Mr. Beast arranges a scavenger hunt that takes place across a deserted island, he's not gonna leave anything up to chance. It all takes weeks, if not months of planning, and he's gonna know every single aspect of that recording session before he gets into it. When Mark Rober wants to make a video dropping a car from 150 feet onto the world's strongest trampoline, you better believe he already planned for everything that has to do with that video beforehand. Similarly, when the top gaming channels on YouTube make a Minecraft video, they don't just hit record and hope that something exciting happens. They make sure that something is going to happen in that video, and if they're smart, they'll plan a lot ahead of time. Because the goal in any video on YouTube is to entertain, educate, or inform as long as possible and as quickly as possible, as soon as the video starts.
Within the first minute or so, because people's attention spans are very short, you want people to be hooked and then take them on a journey. So when someone sits down to watch a video of mine, I want to give them a reason to watch at the start, then expand on that reason and fill in all the gaps, and then at the end with a conclusion and ask either what they think or why I think this. Every video is a short story from start, main bulk, and then finish. And if you aren't telling a short story with your video, why would someone continue to watch it after the start?
Which brings us to factor number 3, a very important part of building a YouTube channel, which many content creators don't give enough importance to, but Josh has absolutely nailed, is engagement with the viewers.
Engaging with the audience and wanting them to feel part of your community makes them feel that you aren't just a faceless, soulless corporate shill. You aren't just making these videos because you know that it gets engagement. You're making these videos because you love making them and you love sharing them.
You have this very nice scripted piece of content. What's the best way to get the audience involved? And have you struggled at all with those techniques? Have you found yourself trying really hard and then people aren't leaving the comments you expect them to leave?
You can generally get people to engage by leaving comments or likes. And the reason YouTubers do this is because it increases the engagement metric of the video. That's why they always say comment, like, and subscribe. Because if you do all of those things, it almost triples the power of everything and throws it into the stratosphere, and that's when the videos get shared. Sometimes people put mistakes in videos on purpose, and of course I've done this as well, and people love commenting on mistakes. They love going, oh, you made a mistake there, I'm going to write a comment, and I'm thinking, brilliant, that worked. As far as Twitch goes, you need people to be coming on the journey with you, and you want to make that journey fun. It's why I started doing the RuneScape streams of just following people around, of kind of almost offloading the effort of playing the game onto the community for me. It's much more difficult to push engagement on YouTube because you've only got the video and then you can't really engage. But I make sure that whenever I upload a video, I'm always premiere the video so it goes live for everyone at the same time, and I'm always in the premiere chat.
Can you sell me on premieres? Because it's something our audience asks about all the time. And other than the engagement part, which I think is really awesome and important, it's hard to convince me, like, why not just post the video? Why not just schedule it?
Whenever I finish a video, I think, right, I've finished this is content, but can I make the content an event? The film experience doesn't begin when the lights dim and the film starts. It starts the moment you hear about the existence of the film. As soon as you see your first poster, as soon as you hear your first advert, as soon as you watch your first advert, as soon as you see someone wearing a t-shirt with the characters on it, as soon as you walk into that cinema, are there banners unfurled around the side? Are they playing the theme music? Are there cosplayers walking around in it? How immersive is this experience? The phenomenon of going to experience an event begins long before the event itself, and that enhances the human experience of it and the intensity of the memory that you have with it. So when I put a video out, I want it to be an event. I want it to be a moment that the community can all come together and share and feel like, even though you're sat in your room by yourself, there are thousands of people around the world watching the video at the same time that you are, and we're all experiencing and laughing together. And then once that's finished, we all go to Twitch at the same time, we all go onto YouTube Live, and we all discuss the video that we've just seen at the same time. It turns it from being soulless content into an event that the community experience.
Respecting, understanding, and giving real value to his community has definitely played a huge part of what has made Josh so successful and what has allowed him to go full-time. And what helped Josh go full-time wasn't just ad revenue either. He's created a whole system that not only pays his bills, but maintains his channel's integrity as well.
And eventually I had about 6 months saved up, and I thought, right, I'm gonna make the risk. I'm gonna quit my job. I'm just gonna focus on YouTube full-time. And as soon as I did that, I got this dreadful fear that I just have to do what everyone says. I have to make sure the thumbnails are perfect. I have to make sure the tags are perfect. I have to make sure the edits are perfect. I thought, no, I'm going to carry on doing what I'm doing because that's what the audience want. That's what the audience have resonated with so far. That's what's got me these numbers. I'm going to carry on. And as soon as I started doing it, the sponsorship offers came in. And I really didn't want to take them, because I didn't like it when I was watching a video and halfway through you get a 1 minute to a 2 minute sponsored segment. And I thought, right, I need to justify to myself financially why I'm not taking these. So I started a Patreon, and I said, hey guys, this is mostly so I don't have to accept these sponsored offers. Unless I completely agree with them and I think that it's beneficial to the audience, I don't want to take them. The benefit that any of the audience get when they either subscribe to me, support me on Patreon, or do super chats on YouTube is just to allow me the breathing room to ignore companies and make the content that the audience clearly care about.
And this is where I asked him the big question. Number one piece of advice for somebody who comes up to you and says, how do I get 1,000 subscribers?
Create content that has value to 1,000 people repeatedly. Share your passion for something that at least 1,000 people in the world also have a passion for. If you want 1,000 people to subscribe to your channel, entertain 1,000 people. Whether this is with your skill at something, it doesn't need to be a game, it can be your hobby. Whether it's with your passion at something, whether it's with your knowledge at something. When someone clicks that subscribe button, what they're saying is, the content you are making has value to me. It fulfills my life with something that wasn't there before, and I want you to keep doing it. When someone clicks that subscribe button, it's not because you've asked them to. It's not because you've told them to. It's not because you've begged them to. And please, please, for the love of God, it's not because you've gone to any kind of sub for sub group and you've all decided to boost each other's channels, because that does not work. It's because what you create has value to them. That's the secret to it. Just make videos that have value to people, whether it's through entertaining or knowledge, and they will sub to your channel.
Honestly, it's great advice, and I couldn't have put it better. What's interesting about Josh's story is that the tactics he used are similar to this creator's story right here. This is yet another creator who managed to go full-time and, in this case, really beat the odds.